somebody on, let me find them so we can shout them out. So on Facebook, Nathaniel Lanier said, can you run a 4-unit multifamily that's worth $450,000? Rents are at $1,400, is what he said.
All right, so we got a 4-unit worth $450,000.
Mm-hmm.
Right? 4 units. The rent was how much? $1,050?
$1,400.
All right, rent's at $1,400. Cool. Let's do it. So on this one, actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it easy on this one. The next one we're gonna complicate it. All right? One more easy one, then we're gonna level up before we end our class today. So this one, we got $1,400 a month in rent. So what's the next thing that we do?
Times 12.
Then after that, what do we do?
Times 4.
Times 4.
Right. Or times 4 times 12, times 12 times 4. Either way. So we're gonna start with the 4. We're gonna say rent is $1,400. We'll do times 12. How much is that?
By worth, you mean ARV?
Worth is what they're asking. It's the worth or asking price. Now, after repair value is different, and we're going, that's after ARV. So that's worth after repairs are done. That's a whole other formula. We'll get to it next Saturdays or whenever we hold the next class. That's what I'm saying. There's real estate math for wholesaling, flipping, landlording, commercial, multi-unit, all that. And you get nice at all of it as you continue this mentorship. So, 1,400 times 12 is what?
16,800.
All right, 16,080?
800.
All right. But there's 4 units, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to times that. That's just 1 unit. So times 4 is what?
67. 200.
67,200. So I'm going to slow it down for those on live stream. Again, we got all levels of learners here. Listen, we have rental income that is $1,400 per month. There's 12 months in a year. So we know for 1 unit is getting $16,800 of gross rental income per year. Remember, gross is before expenses. But there's 4 units. So we multiply that 1 unit times 4, and we get $67,200 of gross rental income. And that's annually. All right? So, for formula's sake, we're going to say property management is how much?
10%.
That's 10%. How much is 10% of 67,200? Say it again. Say it with your chest. 6,720. When you want to find, here's how I got good with math. Church.
Take the 0.
Tithes and offering. You got to give 10% against tithes. I'm serious.
Take the 0 and move.
Take the 0 off. 67,200. If you got to give 10% of that, you're giving 6,720.
And move column.
So let me give you another little trick. If I know 10% is taking 1 0 off, right? And I got the 6,720, Jimmy. If I got to find 1%, take another 0 off. $672. So, if I got to find 5% of a number, I just take half of my 10%. If you ask me 5%, I'm going to just find 10 real quick, and I'm going to do half of 10. If you ask me 3%, I'm going to find 10, then I'm going to find 1, and I'm going to do 3 ones. That's how I do math. I do it all by 10%, tithes and offering calculations.
That's good.
And I multiply accordingly. So we set our vacancy rate, right? It might be vacant some of the times. Our vacancy rate is 10%, right? So we know that's another 6,720 for the year. And then we bundled up maintenance, maintenance, insurance, taxes, potential utilities. We bundled that up into a 20%, right, of maintenance, utilities, insurance, taxes, which obviously we like to get actual numbers for when we can. So if that's 20%, how do we find 20%?
Plus those.
Huh?
See, plus those right there.
2 tens. So somebody get a 20% number. Two 10%. 13,440. All right. So if these are, all these right here represent our expenses. Right? These are annual expenses for the property. On our 4 unit, right here. So if these are our annual expenses on the property, let's first do that. Let's add up the total expenses. Somebody give me the total expenses on the property.
26,880.
Somebody co-sign that, please. Total expenses. Live stream, you guys gotta be active. And when you're taking notes, if you don't do the math too, you're just watching, you will not get good at this.
Somebody on live stream said 26,880. Rashid said 13,440. Mo said 13,440.
It can't be. Total expenses, property management, vacancy rate, all these are expenses.
Yeah, they might be a little behind, so
Sure.
they might have been answering the first thing. But
Okay.
Facebook said 26,880. Live stream is now at 26,880. And YouTube is still. They haven't put anything in, but live stream and Facebook is good.
All right.
Instagram is good too.
So we know our expenses are 26,880. Great. So now tell me, please, what is our NOI? What does that stand for again?
Net operating income.
One more time, what does it stand for again?
Net operating income.
Net operating income. What is our NOI?
40,320.
King K says 40,320. Anybody co-sign that? Live stream, you'll co-sign this number as NOI, 40,320.
Yup, Tanya does, Patrick does, London, Facebook. Yup, JoJo Bivens. Well, JoJo Bivens is at 40,320. Yup, so JoJo
Okay.
Bivens is representing for Facebook.
We got NOI. Cool. So now, what we're going to do. Kings, if we were not great with our negotiation, and we had to invest $450,000 into this property, I need my kings to come up with what our ROI would be, right? So we're going to have our king's ROI based on no negotiation and $450,000 investment. And now my queens, y'all worked your magic, y'all talk that talk, and you got the investor down to $420,000 for the property. Queens, what's my queen's ROI at a $420,000 investment?
David from Livestream said 8.96% for the Kings. London said 9%. Jessica said 9.6%. And YC said 9.6%. Tanya's at 10.41. Facebook is at 10.41 for Jocelyn for the Queens. Rashida, 10.4.
I hate when we get like 3 different answers.
Mm-hmm.
We
Patrick
all should be doing the same math. Maybe my 0 don't look right here. It's a 0. All right, in the room, what we got, Kings?
8.96.
8.96%. In the room, what we got here, Queens? 9.6.